It's Friday night and it's another Gorms show. I'm your host, Gormy. Well, hope yous have all had a good week. The football's over now, or it may as well be. So I thought I would go out for a wee wander, and I went to a local orchard to get some apples to make cider with. Do you know how many apples grow on a tree? All of them. I should have thought that was obvious. Anyway, that's enough nonsense for me. I'm going to pass you over to the boys. And tonight they're going to be live for the first time in ages. It's going to be live folk music. Yay!
Very good stuff there. Very good stuff from Gormy.
Absolutely.
Fantastic stuff.
It was good to see him back. Good to see him back.
Got a lot of apples on the
Good
streets.
to see all the Gormans as well. Who's all in the house? Loads of folk.
Epor is in the house. David Lee Smith is in the house.
I'm in the house. No, I'm not. I'm on the pier.
How's it going?
Why?
How many people are watching? 5.
500, fantastic.
500 people? Let's play some music.
Yeah.
One, two, three, four.
Great, guys. That was good. Nice wee warm up there.
Warm up, indeed.
Chris J. Luby's laughing emoji.
Oh, thank you very much, Christopher J. Luby, folks. I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you've all had a nice week, or a couple of weeks if I've no seen you. We've had a pretty good week this week. Duncan's finally got out of quarantine. He was, of course, infected with the deadly H1Z1 virus, but the bite that was given to him, although infectious, seems to have not turned him to any great extent, other than looking a little bit like Pushkin, as per usual. But we got together a couple of days ago and we did a stream on a rival platform to what you're watching us on now, which we can't obviously speak about, I think, because Big Mark, the Zuck, wouldn't like us promoting somebody else. But that was quite good. We're playing with some other people. You had to take your clothes off and stuff to be allowed to do some of that. But so we're hoping that maybe today on the stream, as well as the dedicated Gormlings, we might have a few interlopers coming in as well. So we'll play that beer. If they do appear, of course, give them a very loving welcome. The sort of abusive thing that we're used to, accustomed to with you lot now. We're in a different position today. We're out on the pier, and Duncan doesn't have access to the incoming messages.
We'll get to you in between songs if we can, but
David Lee Smith says, "Happy Friday, people." Thanks,
Happy
David.
Friday.
And Epor does the emoji. So yeah, 5 people watching. So this is like the lowest we've had yet.
Well, that's good. I guess based on the quality of the past few streams, can't really blame anybody. Why don't we do a bit of Robbie Burns though? That will kittle us up. You Jacobites by name.
Okay.
Oh, I feel I should say as well. Cheers, folks. Slanjiva, good health. Prost. Nostrovia, salute,
Do
santé.
some advertising. A new CD.
Hiya Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. You Jacobites by name, lend an ear. You Jacobites by name, your thoughts I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm unplain, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm unplain, you shall hear. What is right and what is wrong? By the law, by the law. What is right and what is wrong? By the law. What is right and what is wrong? A short sword and a long. A weak arm and a strong. For to draw, for to draw. A weak arm and a strong. For to draw. You Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. You Jacobites by name, lend an ear. You Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm unplain, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm unplain, you shall hear. What makes heroic strife? Fame the fire, fame the fire. What makes heroic strife? Fame the fire. What makes heroic strife? Tear with the assassin's knife, or hunt a parent's life. A bloody war, bloody war. Or hunt a parent's life. A bloody war. You Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. You Jacobites by name, lend an ear. You Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm unplain, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm unplain, you shall hear. Well, leave your schemes alone in the state, in the state. I'll leave your schemes alone in the state. I'll leave your schemes alone, adore the rising sun. I'll leave a man alone to his fate, to his fate. I'll leave a man alone to his fate. You Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. You Jacobites by name, lend an ear. You Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm unplain, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm unplain, you shall hear. Get loudy, Robbie Burns. Oh, smash. Well played, Jack. Well played, Duncan.
Thank you so much.
I almost remembered that.
David Lee Smith says it's fantastic to see you all together. Trisha D. Hall Newland says Bob and I are watching from Massachusetts. Hello, Gormlings.
Hello, folks. How
Hello,
you doing?
everyone.
Hope it's going well in Massachusetts.
I hope it sounds good. It doesn't smell very good in here.
David Lee Smith says, should be 5,000 people watching. You guys are just great musicians. Thanks so much, David. We really appreciate it.
Tell you, look, make sure you hit the like button, folks. Like and subscribe. What else do you do?
Share.
Share.
You can share the video.
You donate as well. And you,
We're all big fans of sharing here. Leave your keys on the table when you come in.
David's replying to Trisha D. Great to hear from New England. Should be New Scotland. Should indeed.
Massachusetts and New England.
It is indeed.
We were talking about New England the other week, weren't we? With Newburyland.
We were talking about
Dexter.
Stephen King places, were we not?
I know. I was talking about Timothy Dexter, the man with the
Oh, that's right.
the man with the book.
The man with scatter these apostrophes and whatnot liberally through the book.
And have you been enjoying Lovecraft Country, Duncan?
Where is that exactly?
What is it?
Same place?
It's a TV program. I was trying to look culture.
Oh, right.
Because
No.
I think that's in New England, isn't it? That was Lovecraft Country. I don't know if the TV show's got anything to do with Lovecraft, but great TV show, folks. New England. Can't say enough good stuff about it.
There was a what's his name? Oh, let's do a song. We'll come back to the rubbish chat later.
What should we play?
The black-
Any suggestions, folks? We can do. We can actually do requests now.
Matty Groves.
Matty Groves.
A holiday in the first month of the year. Lord Donald's wife came into church, the gospel forth to hear. When the meeting it was done, she's cast her eyes about, and there she saw little Matty Groves walking in the crowd. Come home with me, little Matty Groves, come home with me tonight. Come home with me, little Matty Groves, and sleep with me till light. I can't come home, I won't come home and sleep with you tonight. By the rings on your fingers I can tell you are Lord Donald's wife. Och, if I am Lord Donald's wife, Lord Donald's not at home. He's away in the far green lands, bringing in his fame. Now a servant was standing by, and hearing what was said, he swore Lord Donald he would tell before the sun had set. When he came to the far green stream, he took off his shoes and he swam. When he came to the far green plains, he slipped and he broke his arm. Matty put his little head down, he took himself asleep. When he awoke, Lord Donald was standing at his feet, saying, "How'd you like my feather bed? And how do you like my sheets? How do you like my lady, who lies in your arms asleep? Yes, I like your feather bed, and yes, I like your sheets, and better I like your lady gay that lies in my arms asleep." Get up, Lord Donald cried, get up as quick as you can. It'll never be said in fair England I've killed a naked man. I can't get up, I won't get up, I can't get up for my life. You've got two beaten swords and I know a pocket knife. Oh, it's true, I have two beaten swords and they cost me even the purse. Money you will have the better of them, and I will have the worse. And you will strike the very first blow and strike it like a man. I will strike the very next blow and I'll kill you if I can. Matty struck the very first blow and he hurt Lord Donald's sword. Lord Donald struck the very next blow, Matty struck no more. Then Lord Donald took his wife and he sat it on his knee. He says, "Who do you like the best of us now?" Matty Groves on me. Then up spoke his own dear wife, never known to speak so free. "I'd rather a kiss from dead Matty's lips than you and your finery." Oh, Lord Donald took a stand, loudly he did bawl. He struck his wife right through the heart, pinned her against the wall. A grave, Lord Donald cried, "Put these lovers in, but bury my lady at the top, for she was a noble kin."
How'd you like that, folks? Got a couple of comments here.
We try that one about the drunk Irishman next. I'll try that in a while.
Tony Campbell says, "Good to see you again. Play Caledonia."
No problem.
Cheers, Tony. I went to Miskatonic University.
That's
Weird for me.
Lovecraft.
Even Edinburgh seems normal after that. Malta Camerling, it does that. And Caroline Lee Smith says, "We might just be a wee crowd listening, but we're a devoted and appreciative band of Gormlings."
Ah, it means a lot.
Even
Thanks,
in all.
folks.
Cheers.
Thanks so much.
Great. Well, yeah, we're saying we'll try this. The one about the drunk Irishman. I can't even remember the name. Timothy Finnegan.
Ah,
Finnegan's
that
Wake.
one.
I can remember that. Tim Finnegan lived in Walking Street, a gentle Irishman, mighty odd. He had a brogue both rich and sweet, and to rise in the world he carried a hod. Oh, you see, the sort of a tippler's way, for the love of the liquor, oh, Tim was born. And I help him on his wage day, and a rub for the whiskey every morn. Whack for the dawn out and Japan, around the 4 years had her shake. Oh, what's another truth? I told you lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Finnegan woke up rather full. His head was heavy, his legs did shake. He fell from the ladder, he banged his skull. They carried him home, his crust awake. They wrapped him up in a nice clean sheet, laid him flat upon the bed. He'd a bottle of whiskey at his feet, and a barrel of porter on his head. Oh, what for the lawn out in Japan, around the 4 years had her shake. Oh, what's another truth? I told you lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. His friends assembled at the wick. One Mrs. Finnegan called for lunch. First she brought out tea and cake, then piped tobacco and a whiskey bunch. Billy McBride began to cry, "A lovely corpse did you ever see? Tim Avenue, why did you die? Shut your gulps," says Paddy McGee. Oh, I pulled on out in Japan, around the 4 years had her shake. Oh, what's another truth? I told you lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Mickey Maloney joined right in. "Biddy," says she, "you're a I'm sure." Biddy punched her in the gob and sent her sprawling on the floor. A civil lord had been engaged, woman for woman and man for man. Shillelagh law was all the rage. Round ruction then began. What for out in Japan, around the 4 years had her shake. Oh, what's another truth? I told you lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Mickey Maloney ducked his head as a bottle of whiskey flew at him. It missed and landing on the bed. All the whiskey spills out over Tim. Oh, see how now Tim Finnegan's rising. Oh, Finnegan's rising fae the bed. He's as whistling a whiskey over Jesus. To the hell do you think I'm dead? Oh, I fall on out and Japan, around the 4 years had her shake. Oh, what's another truth? I told you lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Whack fall on out and Japan, around the 4 years had her shake. Oh, what's another truth? I told you lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Shave and a haircut. Perfect.
There you are, folks. Should we do the one that was requested then?
Caledonia.
Yes. Let's try it.
For Tony Campbell across in Canada land.
And to all 10 others of you watching.
10? Oh, you're growing, folks. It's like the Delta variant.
We're on Delta Plus now, aren't we?
That's it, up to 10.
Sounds like a plan for your mobile phone.
It sounds
Would
like
you
a
like
what?
the new upgrade to Delta Plus, sir?
I would love that, eh? I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me in these last few days. I've been afraid that I might drift away. I've been telling old stories and singing songs that makes me think about where I came from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. Oh, now let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia's been calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I have moved and I've kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving, lost the friends that I needed losing, made others on the way. Yes, I kissed the girl and I left her crying. I broke her heart, yes, there's no denying. Travel far, we my coattails flying, somewhere on the wind. Oh, now let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia's been calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I'm sitting here beside the fire, the empty room and the forest choir, the flames that just couldn't get much higher. They've withered, now they're gone. But I'm steady thinking that my way is clear, and I know what I must do tomorrow. When the hands have shaken and the kisses flown, I will disappear. Oh, now let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia's been calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Oh, now let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia's been calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Beautiful, Jack. Did you like that one, Jay? You did? It's great. Well, we're a bit nervous about that. This chap came along earlier and he said, I'll make you fishers of men. I think he was off his head on drugs or something.
Blaz Mersick says, saw you a couple of times in Edinburgh, former Rabbie Burns,
Oh, aye.
Ensign Ure and Whiskey Bar. Ah, nice. Does this sound like a groupie?
Duncan.
Or a stalker. What's the difference?
No, not too much, not too much. But that's okay. Hopefully we'll see you again some point soon.
David Lee Smith says Caledonia should be 100% be the national anthem.
I'd go for that.
Absolutely.
Dougie McLean would go for that as well.
He'll get a lot of money for a lot more.
Roddy'd be furious.
Trisha D. Hall Newland says it's such a treat to see you guys performing together live again.
Great.
All the good memories of our trip to Edinburgh come running back. Thank you. Cheers, Trisha. Caroline Lee Smith says, can you play A Man's a Man, please?
Oh.
Good idea.
Sure,
Why don't we do that now
good
then?
Please can we have the Bonnie Dundee or Braes of Killiecrankie? Let's see. One at a time.
One at a time. You know, one
Do a
at
man's a
both
man.
at the same time?
Try it. You do one. I'll do the other.
You can do a third one.
Okay. Is there for honest poverty that hangs his head, and that the coward slave we pass him by, we dare be poor for all that, for all that, and all that, our toils obscure, and all that, the rank is but the guinea stamp, the man's the gowd for all that. What though on hamely Fairwardine we hadn't grey, and all that, gie fools their sucks, and knaves their wine, a man's a man for all that, for all that, and all that, their tinsel show, and all that, the honest man, though e'er so poor, is king of men for all that. You see on Turkey, Cara Lord, fast ruts and stairs and all that. Though hundreds worship at his word, he's but a coof for all that. For all that and all that, his ribbon star and all that. The man o' independent mind, he looks and laughs at all that. A prince can mak a belted knight, a marquis, duke, and all that. But an honest man's upon his plight, good faith him on if all that. For all that and all that, the dignities and all that, the pathos, sense and pride of worth, of higher rank than all that. Well, let us pray, come it may, as come it will, for all that, that sense and worth o'er the surf shall bear the creed and all that. For all that and all that, it's coming yet for all that. When man to man the world o'er shall brothers be for all that. Hey, thanks very much, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm saying thanks, I'm assuming you enjoyed it. If you didn't, then, you know, F off, it's no bother. But if you are listening in the future, that's an 18th century musician or poet called Robert Burns, who was not banned until sometime between now and whenever you're from. So there we are. A little message to the future, like a time capsule, like put in the Tronkirk.
What else could we do?
That'll do, will
What
it?
about that Johnny Sangster?
Oh, aye.
Should we try it?
Aye, it's from New Deer, I think, this one.
It's from the new album.
Great segue there. The new album, Jack.
It's G minor.
Available at Bandcamp, folks.
It's just a bit, sounds a bit,
Flat probably, it's still cold.
Available with all the other back catalogue and stuff as well at Bandcamp, the Gorms.
Craig McFadden is in the house. How you doing? He's the guy that designed our album cover. He says Arthur McBride. That's his favourite one, that. Makes him cry, he says.
Great.
I'm not surprised the way you sing it.
Thank you.
Are you playing anywhere live in the next couple of weeks, says David Lee Smith. We'll be in Scotland for the next while and would love to catch up and see you.
There was mention of booking tables at the Piper's Rest, I believe. After the football though, because there's no live music on where we play while the football's showing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're busking or anything. We'll make sure we stick it up on the Book of Faces and let you know through there. As for what's going on with the Piper's Rest, I was talking to Fraser just yesterday. He was in good form, the chap who runs the music up there. He's no sure when the music's going to be back in. They've got Acoustic David. He's on tonight, I think, because the football's got a break. So, I don't know. We're at the whims of the football, and unfortunately Scotland aren't even... well, Scotland won, and we're disqualified on sort of compromised ground.
Just disqualified for lack of points, which is completely unreasonable.
Yeah, it was a fixed Euros.
Nobody told us you had to score goals.
They were sending in illegal ballots.
So Lewis Anna Kaminsky says, love from Canada. Lois, sorry, not Lewis, Lois. That's
Hello.
great.
Great.
Hello.
Thanks for joining
The
us,
Canadian
Lois.
audience is growing.
It is indeed. Keep watching.
Maybe do a Canadian song soon.
Why?
See if we can remember. No.
It's not meant to be that. 2, 3, 4.
The seasons of the year when women mark the sairest, the harvest is the only time, yet it is the rarest. Whereas as soon as morning's licht, nae critters can be blithe, for buckle on a figure steels and huddle doon the cipher, and we do, Johnny Sangster, I'll trim the gavel o' my sheep, you're the gallant bandster. A morning piece to line our cheeks, afore that we give fodder, with clouds of blue tobacco reek, within suited in order. The sheaves are rising thick and fast, but Johnny he mun bind them. Can't he crew for first to look, or scared to look ahind them, and we do, Johnny Sangster, I'll trim the gavel o' my sheep, you're the gallant bandster. If there'd be my chance of life, to be a gallant bandster, I'd go and get a galley fowls, gie 'em gold and hand fuzz, a dainty feeding in the sty would keep the couch to cradle. We'll take kites a canny foo and gan to steep the ladle, and we do, Johnny Sangster, I'll trim the gavel o' my sheep, you're the gallant bandster. If there'd be my chance in life to get a gallant bandster, I'll go and wear a bonny coat and gie 'em gold and hand fuzz. But Johnny he can please himself, he wouldn't wish him blinket. After he has brewed his ale, he can sit in and drink it, and we do, Johnny Sangster, I'll trim the gavel o' my sheep, you're the gallant bandster. Johnny
For the new
Sangster.
album, is that? Did I hear you
That's
say?
from the new album called Times of Trial, with a cover designed by Craig Lentil McFadden, who is
In the house tonight.
crying
watching.
on stream tonight. We'll do that in the second half because that's on a different tuning.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you have to stay until the end.
Should we try the Northwest Passage?
That's as good a Canadian one as I can think of.
Give it a try.
Oh, and I get to use the same whistle, so it'll still be the same pitch. Even better.
So that's a treat getting to use the same whistle.
It is. It means I don't have to warm it up at the start.
Switch. Never mind.
How does it go again? For once.
It's an F, isn't it? Oh, no, it's in B flat.
B flat, yeah.
For just one time I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. Westward from the Davis Strait, 'twas there 'twas said to lie, the sea route to the Orient, for which so many died, chasing gold and glory, leaving weathered broken bones, and a long-forgotten lonely cairn of stones. Oh, for just one time I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through through a land so wide and savage, and make a northwest passage to the sea. 3 centuries thereafter, I take passage over land, in the footsteps of brave Castle, where a sea of flowers began. Watching cities rise afore me, and behind me sink again. This tardiest explorer driving hard across the plains. For just one time I would take the Northwest Passage, to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one more line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. And through the night, behind the wheel, the mileage clicking west, I think upon Mackenzie, David Thompson and the rest, who cracked the mountain ramparts and did show up half for me, to race the roaring Fraser to the sea. For just one time I would take the Northwest Passage, to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. How then am I so different from the first men through this way? Like them I've left a settled life, I threw it all away, to seek the Northwest Passage at the call of many men, to find there but the road back home again. For just one time I would take the Northwest Passage, to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. And make a Northwest Passage to the sea.
Very nice.
It's one of my favourites, that one.
There we go. I hope you enjoyed that in Canada land. That was the Northwest Passage. Stan Rogers, not one we play very often.
Makes people cry.
I showed Duncan a great Canadian advert.
It changed my life.
If you're in Canada, you'll know this one. It was from 2007. It's the woman who has a workplace accident in the kitchen.
Oh, it's brutal.
I don't want us to get banned off of Facebook for talking about it, but if you haven't seen it, kitchen workplace commercial from 2007. I'll show you it later, Jack.
Okay.
Oh, you'll love
Is
it.
it gruesome?
It's horrible.
Nice.
And it's a bit like, you know, when they're in the war and in a film, and the guy says, "I've got a wife back home who's waiting for me. You know he's dead." Well, she does that as well. She says, "I'm just away getting engaged, you know, next week." It's a cracker, anyway. So there we go. Little nice message to share with our Canadian friends.
Couple of comments. Ken Longfellow says the Vicar and the Frog.
The Vicar and the Frog can be done.
Pascal Battaglia says hello guys. Hello.
Hello.
And Lois Anna Kaminsky, who just joined us today, says love Stan Rogers. I've seen his son Nathan perform at the Winnipeg Folk Festival.
Oh, brilliant.
Just beautiful.
I played
Nice.
at the Red River. Is it the Red River Festival in Winnipeg?
I don't know.
I think that's what
Did
it's
you?
called.
So that's the same thing.
No, it's in the same place. It's in the same place.
Well, Nathan's brilliant, and he's got a lovely shiny head, just like his dad. How is Nathan the son? Because he's got a brother as well. I think Nathan's the son. Showing my ignorance there.
Yes,
Sorry.
Nathan is the son.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah.
What would you like to play now?
Oh, I don't know.
Anybody got any suggestions?
Oh, is Vicar and Frog in a different tune? Isn't it?
Yes.
It is. Yeah. Well, we could do.
So that'll be later with the other request that we have to do.
I mean, maybe we could. Yes, Garnet is his brother.
That's right. Yeah, he was part of the band. There's a whole bunch of them. The Rogers.
Buck. He was my
Bonnie
favourite.
Dundee says David Lee Smith. It's all the ones in the other tuning.
All different tuning. Well, let's do one more rocker in this tuning, and then
Black Velvet Band.
and change.
Okay.
Ah.
Well,
or something.
No, it's your
Or
favourite.
something we haven't played for ages.
No, it's your favourite. We'll do Black Velvet
Better.
Band.
The Bonnie Ship of Diamond. How about that? Instead.
Would
what
you
one
think,
would you
Jack?
prefer? Black Velvet Band or the Bonnie Ship the Diamond? Cast your votes now.
Bonnie Ship the Diamond.
And we're not going to speak or play until everyone's.
Until all votes are cast.
Okay, Bonnie Ship the Diamond then, that's what they're saying. Good stuff.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, the diamond is a ship, my lads, for the deck stretch is bound, and the care is all garnished, bonny lasses all around. Captain Thompson gives the orders to sail the ocean wide. The sun it never sets, my lads, nor darkness dims the sky, and it's cheer up, my lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the diamond goes a-hunting for the whale. Along the quay at Peterheath the lasses stand around, their coat-tails pulled about them, and their sock-ears running down. Oh, don't you cry, my bonny lass, though you'll be left behind, for the rose will grow on green as ice afore we change our mind. And it's cheer up, my lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the diamond goes a-hunting for the whale. Ah, here's a health to the Resolution, and a health to Eliza Swan, and a health to Rattler, Roman Trose, the diamond ship of fame. We'll wear the jackets all the white, the coattails all the blue, and we're a tanty Peterheath, we'll hae sweethearts anew. And it's cheer up, my lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the diamond goes a-hunting for the whale. Ah, it'll be bright both day and night, breathe the lads come hame, a ship chock full of oil, my lads, money to our name. We'll make the cradles for the rock, the Denema will tear, until every lass in Peterheath sings such a ballad dear. And it's cheer up, my lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the diamond goes a-hunting for the whale. Ah, here's a health to the Resolution, and a health to Eliza Swan, hep hep the Rattler, Roman Trose, the diamond ship of fame. We'll wear the jackets all the white, the coattails all the blue, and we're a tanty Peterheath, we'll hae sweethearts anew. And it's cheer up, my lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the diamond goes a-hunting for the whale. So it's cheer up, my lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the diamond goes a-hunting for the whale.
Well, nice chord for you there at the end. Craig McFadgen, he said Bonnie Ship.
Oh, good choice,
So
Craig.
we always do what he says. And Lois Anna says Black Velvet Band, so
Do that one as well.
we
then,
should
shall
probably do it as well. But then Caroline Lee Smith and David Lee Smith both sided with Craig and demanded Bonnie Ship. So,
Well, democracy in action, I'm afraid. Sorry.
and Daniel Sunday says, "Good to hear you together again." Cheers, Daniel. Hope you and the family are doing well. Hope to see you again at some point.
Cheers.
David Lee Smith says, "Hunting for the whale, brilliant." Yes, that's the chorus.
I think everybody else sings singing fishing for the whale.
Although we need the whales. Yes, we do.
We do.
It's
And
a good, it's a decent country, really.
They're
Isn't
still in,
Wales.
they're still in. I think they play Switzerland on Wednesday. Is that right?
it? Are they still in the Euros? Are they?
Everybody's still in except Scotland, Jack. It's a
Even non-European
conspiracy.
countries.
Honestly,
How do you get two whales in a car?
is it down the M6 and across the Severn Bridge?
You've been here before. Yeah. That is right. That's right.
Daniel Sunday has put 3 smiley faces. Thanks, Daniel.
Calm down, Daniel. Don't enjoy yourself. It's Friday.
Should we do Black Velvet Band then? Try not to spill beer everywhere.
It's a beautiful kilt you've got on there.
It was.
Just my Bran was a wee bit thirsty, that's all.
David Lee Smith says, "Stu, you're wearing a Celtic kilt."
No, your eyes deceive you. It's all green screen.
And then the camera's quite low, so it's getting getting what's underneath the kilt.
Well, the camera's not got a magnify feature on it, so we should be okay.
Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Well, in a quaint little town they call Belfast, apprentice to train I was bound. And many an hour's sweet happiness I was spent in that quaint little town. But a sad misfortune came over me that caused me to stray from the land, away from my friends and companions, a slave to the black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I called her the queen of the land, and her head it hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black velvet band. In a quaint little town they call Glasgow, apprentice to train I was bound. It was there that I met Harry Mary, who sells it for half a crown. Her face was the colour of mascara, she was the queen of the Barrowlands, and her bangles hung down to her shoulders, held up by a big navvy's hand. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I called her the queen of the land, and her head it hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black velvet band. A tall kestrel with this pretty fair maid, and a gentleman passing us by. I knew that she meant to do to him, with a look in her roguish black eye. She reached right into his pocket, and she placed a gold watch in my palm. And the very first thing that I said was bad luck to the black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I called her the queen of the land, and her head it hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black velvet band. Well, for the judge and the jury, the next morning I was to appear. The judge, he says to me, young man, your case, it's to be proven clear. We're gonna give you 7 years penal servitude to be spent far away from this land, away from your friends and companions, a slave to a black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I called her the queen of the land, and her head it hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black velvet band. So come all you jolly young fellows, and a warning take by me. If you're ever out on the town, my lads, away to the pretty colleens, they'll feed you with drink, oh yeah, until you're unable to stand. And the very first thing that you'll notice is you've landed in Van Diemen's Land. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I called her the queen of the land, and her head it hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black one bit tie. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I called her the queen of the land, and her head it hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black velvet band. Great stuff. The Black Velvet Band there from sunny,
Change tuning now.
yeah, the sunny island just off the coast of Glasgow.
So, Lois Anna Kaminsky is saying, thanks for the song. I sang along loudly.
Great.
Amazing. I hope your neighbours don't mind.
I hope yours don't.
Ours do.
Well, of course, out here on the pier, this chap Jay, I think he's the Gilly, when he was walking past giving us "We'll Make You Fishers of Men" chat.
Well, I don't know, he seemed to be putting on what looked like a prosthetic fin.
He seemed to be walking about in the water as well, like it was no big deal, but it's quite shallow out here.
So, Bob Newland just sent us £20, and so did Malta Camerling.
Hey,
Cheers,
thanks,
folks.
folks.
Thanks so much for the donations. We really appreciate it.
Slange, appreciate the support.
What would you like to play next?
Well, there was a
within
request
another
for
tune.
Bonnie Dundee and Killycranky, and I believe was it the Vicar and the Frog? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there not another one as well?
What it was?
Arthur McBride, that's what it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was for that guy McFadgen. He was in Inverness, and I don't know about that. What about we'll start with the Vicar and the Frog. Thought it's a nice change of pace.
Okay.
D. Is it? Yeah.
I think it's D.
No, it's G.
Yes, G.
It's G.
Seems to be G.
There once was a very, very holy vicar walking along the street one day when he heard a little voice saying, "Excuse me, vicar, excuse me, vicar." The voice did say. Well, the vicar looked around, but all he could see a tiny little frog sitting on the ground. "Hello there, froggy, did you speak to me? Was it you that I heard when I heard that sound?" "Yes," said the frog. "Help me, vicar. I am not a frog, you see. I'm a choir boy, really, but a very wicked fairy has put a nasty spell on me. Now the only way to lift the spell," the little froggy said, "is if someone would take me and put me in a place where a very holy man has laid his head." So the vicar took him home, put him on his pillow. There the frog lay till the break of day. The very next morning, a blessed miracle, the spell was lifted, I'm glad to say, for there was the choir boy in bed with the vicar. Sorry, Big J, sorry. And I hope you think this all makes sense, for they are my lord and members of the jury. Rests the case for the defense. Innocent.
That's
Innocent.
it's heartwarming. Innocent. The ones that make the
makes the phrase "I've got a frog in my throat" meaning something altogether.
The one that make the smoothies, the innocent.
Innocent smoothies. If you're looking at what a pitch we've got for an advertising campaign for you, Innocent Smoothies.
Lois Anna Kaminsky just sent us £10 and
Thank you very much.
and 1 pence. So
Oh,
thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. Well,
Really
Duncan.
appreciate that. Thanks so
There you
much,
go.
What
Lois.
did they say? Look after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves.
That's right. Jack, that's a £5 each. We'll head to the pub after this. And Duncan, not bad at
Well,
all.
£5 and I get a penny, right? That's,
Oh, sorry,
that's
Duncan.
what they won peas for.
You're out of luck tonight.
Damn it.
David Lee Smith says, "I love these Friday nights." Cheers, David. So do we.
Cheers,
We're back
David.
to playing live again.
Yeah, thanks for all the support you give us, man. I really appreciate it.
Everybody that's been with us for months now.
Indeed. What were we going to play?
Bonnie Dundee.
Bonnie Dundee, Kelly Stanky,
Arthur McBride.
Arthur McBride. Bonnie Dundee, this was.
And who wrote this one, Duncan?
This one was written by, was it Walter Scott?
Oh, the great Sir Walter Scott. That's right.
How old was Walter Scott when Bonnie Dundee died?
All of them.
ages.
How old was Walter Scott when Bonnie Dundee died? Oh, well, there's that famous picture of him and all the other Enlightenment guys in the room together, isn't there? Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Great.
Trisha, let's say it. Stu is an excellent influence. Bob and I had to pour a stout to join the party.
Good decision.
Welcome.
But do you have a lid on your glass so that you don't spill it?
Stu has to keep a lid on his.
And Craig McFadgen says Locksmith is beautiful this time of year. So I hear.
Aye. Behind us, is that what he's talking about?
It must be. We're in Locksmith, right? That's where we are.
I couldn't tell you. I stopped paying attention. I was asleep on the way up here.
Do they still have locksmiths?
Right, Bonnie Dundee, ready? To the Lords of Convention 'twas clever who spoke, yet the King's crown go down that our crowns we broke. And each cavalier who loves honour and May, let him come for the bonnet's eye, Bonnie Dundee. Come fill up my cup, come fill up my can, saddle my horses and call out my men. Unhook the westports, let us go free. For it's up with the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. Dundee he is mounted, he rides up the street. All the bells they ring back what the drums they beat. And the provost of man he says, just let him be. The tune is well read, all that devil Dundee. Come fill up my cup, come fill up my can, saddle my horses and call out my men. Unhook the westports, let us go free. That's up with the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. Dundee he is mounted, he rides up the street. All the bells they ring backwards, the drums they are beat. And the provost of man he says, just let him be. The tune is well read, all that devil Dundee. Come fill up my cup, come fill up my can, saddle my horses and call out my men. Unhook the westports, let us go free. That's up with the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. And away to the hill, to the lee of the rock. Here are you and your supper, I'll coach the fox. Tremble false wicks in the midst of your glee. You've nae seen the last of my bonnets and me. Come fill up my cup, come fill up my can, come saddle my horses and call out my men. Unhook the westport, let us go free. For it's up with the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. Hey, Walter Scott, eh?
Dundee.
Should we hit straight into Killiecrankie as well then?
Let's do it.
Ho ho, Paryaban, say broadad. Ho ho, Paryaban, say branchio. Oh, Paryaban, say broadad. Come ye by Killiecrankie, oh. And ye had been where I haven, you would not been saying ho. And he had seen what I had seen by the braes of Killiecrankie, ho. I fought in land, I fought at sea, at him I fought my Yankee, ho. But I've met the devil and Dundee by the braes of Killiecrankie, ho. And he had been where I haven, you won't have been saying ho. And he had seen what I had seen by the braes of Killiecrankie, ho. The ball picked up a wee apart, and Claver's got a cranky ho. And I had fed on a thug led by the braes of Killiecrankie, ho. And he had seen what I has seen by the braes o' Killiecrankie Ho. Fie Mackay, what guard shall lie in the bush ayond the Brankie Ho? You'd better kiss King Willie's oath than come by Killiecrankie Ho. There's nae shame, there's nae shame, there's nae shame to Swankie Ho. There's sure sleighs on Atholl's braes, and the deals at Killiecrankie Ho. And he had been our eye haven, you would have been say County Ho. And he had seen what I is seen by the braids o' Killiecrankie. Close enough for Facebook, I would say. Let's take time to catch up with the Gormlings then, Jack. Duncan, if you don't mind.
I'll do it this time then.
You're closer to the redo.
I think the Wi-Fi would be a bit much for your phone to try and, you know.
Out here by Loch.
Yeah.
Loch Timpson's owns it.
Ken Longfellow says Derek Chauvin sentenced to
I don't know if you can read that
under
one.
22 years for the murder of George Floyd. Under 22 years? I didn't. Is that just now?
Here we go. Bit news. That was the guy that killed the other guy with not one of them.
The police.
Let's not talk about that kind of stuff on stream. You made my night, although, you know, justice served. I don't know.
Well said, Jack.
I mean, how are
What's
you?
the next one?
How do you talk about that? You made my night. Here's to John Graham. Cheers, David.
Here's to John Graham.
Graham and Cliverhouse.
Daniel Spee says, just tuned in, got held up at work. Now some chilling with good music and nice gormlings. Thank you very much, Daniel. I'm glad you could make it.
Cracking.
Gang's all here, just about. So, do we want to go straight
We're
into
going to do
Arthur
Arthur
McBride?
McBride.
Yeah, well, he requested it, didn't he?
He did. The lentil.
Is he still listening?
Famous for his, what's he famous for again? Does like graphic design or something, doesn't
album design. Well, he's a musician as well, but
he? Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
check this out. He actually played on our first 3 albums.
Did he? That was
Double
that guy,
bass.
was it?
You see his photo quite often in the streams where we couldn't play live.
Alright.
Oh, me and my cousin one, Arthur McBride, as we went a-walking down by the seaside. Now mark what followed and what the betide, for it being on Christmas morning. For recreation we went on a tramp, and we met Sergeant Pepper and Corporal Gramp, and a little wee drummer intended to camp, for the day being pleasant and charming. Good morning, the sergeant did cry, and the same to you, gentlemen, we did reply. Not meaning to stop, we just meant to pass by, for it being on Christmas morning. Now, says the sergeant, if you'll enlist, it's 10 guineas in gold I will slip in your fist, and a crown in the bargain, or to kick up the dust, and drink the king's health in the morning. For a soldier he leads a very fine life, and he always is blessed with a charming young wife. He pays all his bills without sorrow or strife, he always looks pleasant and charming. And a soldier he always is decent and clean, in the finest of clothing, he's constantly seen, while other poor fellows go dirty and mean, and sup on thin gruel in the morning. But says Arthur, I wouldn't be proud of your clothes, you've only the length of them, was I suppose. You dare not change them one night, for you know, if you do, you'll be flogged in the morning. Although that we are decent and free, we take great delight in our own company. We have no desire strange faces to see, although that your offer is charming. We have no desire to take in advance. All hazard and danger we will barter on chance. You would have no scruples to send us to France, where we would get shot without warning. Now, says the sergeant, I'll have no such chat, and I am not to hear it, the wee spomping old brat. If you insult me with one other word, I'll cut off your heads in the morning. So Arthur and I, we both drew our blades, and we scarce gave them time to draw their own swords, when a trusty scheme do came over their heads, and but to take that as their warning. Their old rusty rapiers that hung by their side, we flung them as far as we could in the tide. Pick 'em up, devils, cried Arthur McBride, temper their rich in the morning. And the little wee drummer, well, we flattened his brow. We made a football of his rowdy-dow-dow, threw that in the tide for to rock and to roll, and bid it a courteous returning. And having no money, paid them off in stabs. We paid no respect to their two bloody backs. We left them for dead like a pair of wet sacks. We left them for dead in the morning. Now so to conclude and finish disputes, we obligingly asked if they wanted recruits. We were the lads that would give them their dues, for the day being pleasant and charming. Me and my cousin one, Arthur McBride, as we went a-walking down by the seaside. Now mark what followed and what the betide, for it being on Christmas morning.
Very nice.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
David Lee Smith just sent us £15.
Oh,
Thanks
cheers,
so
David.
much, David.
That's amazing.
And Peter Searles just sent us £20.
Cheers, Peter. Thank you very
Thanks,
much,
Peter.
folks.
That's absolutely amazing.
Real kind of you. Thanks for the support.
So we've got a few other requests now. Trisha D. Hall, Newland says, any chance for Mary Mac?
I don't know, is there?
You've got no chance with her. We could, yes. And then Caroline Lee Smith says, can you play Banks of Loch Lomond? Could, maybe at the end, like, could tune back.
Come back to it. Good plan.
There's about 20 minutes left to go, so how many can we fit in?
Maybe 15.
Okay. Well, why don't we play Mary Mac now then? If the decision is that you've got a chance with her.
Well, the lads and lasses shagging in Heather.
I didn't hear that, Duncan. I don't know if I want to. I'll be honest with
You
you.
still need to learn that verse.
Mouths in the gutter.
Eileen Mullen just sent us £10. Thanks so
Thank you very
much.
much.
Hey, I really appreciate it, folks. That's good, eh?
She says, hello boys, nice to see you. You too, Eileen.
Thanks, Eileen. We were worried.
Oh no, that's actually not her. That's Alex Ellenson says that.
Oh, in that
My
case,
eyesight.
take it all back. We'll take it all back then. Sorry, Alex.
Thanks, Eileen. Thanks, Alex.
Mary Mac, okay.
Wait till I tune up first.
So this is a song that we used to play in the pubs of Edinburgh.
There we go.
Well, there's this wee lass, and her name is Mary Mac. Make no mistake, she's the girl I wanna track. All the other laddies wanna get her on her back, but I think they'd better get up bloody early. Right, 2, 3. For Mary Mac's mother mackin' Mary Mac, marry me, my mother's fucking me, marry Mary Mac. I'm gonna marry Mary, but when Mary sick I can't me, well I'll make a Mary when I marry Mary Mac. Well, Mary and her mother looking awful well together. In fact, you'd hardly know the one or one without the other, and the other laddies wonder is it Mary or her mother, or they're both of them together that I'm courting. Mary Mac's mother mackin' Mary Mac, marry me, my mother's sucking me, marry Mary Mac. I'm gonna marry Mary, but when Mary sick I can't me, well I'll make a Mary when I marry Mary Mac. Come away with a Mary to the hills of Benahee. We can sit up on the heather, you can sit up on my knee, but if you sit up on my knee, you'll find yourself up won't be. If you come away with Mary to the hills of Benahee. Mary Mac's mother mackin' Mary Mac, marry me, my mother's sucking me, marry Mary Mac. I'm gonna marry Mary, but when Mary sick I can't me, well I'll make a Mary when I marry Mary Mac. Well, this wee lass has got a lot of class, got a lot of brass, her hair like some gas. I'll be a silly fool if I let the matter pass, a man it doesn't have undertaken. Mary Mac's mother mackin' Mary Mac, marry me, my mother's second me, marry Mary Mac. I'm gonna marry Mary, but when Mary's like I get a well, I'll make a Mary when I marry Mary Mac. Well, this wee lass, her name is Mary Mac, make no mistake, she's the girl I wanna track, and all the other laddies wanna get her on her back. I think they better get up bloody early. Mary Mac's mother mackin' Mary Mac, marry me, my mother's second me, marry Mary Mac. I'm gonna marry Mary, but when Mary's like I get a well, I'll make a Mary when I marry Mary Mac. Mary Mac's mother mackin' Mary Mac, marry me, my mother's second me, marry Mary Mac. I'm gonna marry Mary, but when Mary's like I get a well, I'll make a Mary when I marry Mary Mac. Mary Mac's mother mackin' Mary Mac, marry me, my mother's second me, marry Mary Mac. When I'm gonna marry Mary, but when Mary's like I get a well, I'll make a Mary when I marry Mary Mac. Mary Mac's mother mackin' Mary Mac, marry me, my mother's second me, marry Mary Mac. When I'm gonna marry Mary, but when Mary's like I get a well, I'll make a Mary when I marry Mary Mac. One more. Mary Mac's mother mackin' Mary Mac, marry me, my mother's second me, marry Mary Mac. When I'm gonna marry Mary, but when Mary's like I get a well, I'll make a Mary when I marry Mary Mac.
There we are.
That's Mary Mac, that was it. That was it.
Daniel Sunday puts a smiley face. Cheers, Daniel.
Appreciate that, Daniel.
Daniel Spee, on the other hand, says, so amazing to see these guys play again.
That was a bit suspense.
Cheers,
like that.
Daniel. And Eileen Mullen says, Mary Mac's my favourite. Cheers, Eileen. Glad we could play your favourite.
Me too.
It says favourite as well. It's a very nice song, says Daniel Speed. So what was the other... We were asked about something else.
There was Loch Lomond and something else.
Should do one and then Loch Lomond.
Okay, how about the one that we sometimes play after Mary Mac that goes like this? It goes like... Why, I met my love by the gasworks wall, dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, it's a dirty old town. One gonna make me a big sharp axe, shining steel, tempered in the fire. I'll chop ya down like an old dead tree. Dirty old town, it's a dirty old town. Lovely, lovely. I heard a siren in the night, saw a train set the night on fire. I smelled the spring on the smoky wind. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Why met my love by the gasworks wall. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. Why kiss my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, it's a dirty old town. Dirty old town, it's a dirty old town. Dirty old town, it's a dirty old town. Ski-babba-doo-ba-da.
There you go.
That was quite nice. That was like a Herman Munster chord. That's officially known as.
Something
Yeah.
like that, yeah. Trisha D. Hole Newland says, Mary Mac is truly impressive live. Thanks, fellas.
Live, but not across a stream. Understood. Take that backhanded compliment,
It's
Trisha.
truly impressive when I saw you guys live, but that was terrible. And David Lee Smith says, no, Hairy Mary is better than Mary Mac.
Yeah, great.
So Battle of the Marys.
Well, folks, I hope you
What's that,
enjoyed.
like 4 Marys? What's that one?
That's all
The
for
Queen had 4
Mary.
Marys, tonight there'll be just one.
Can you name them all?
There can only be one
Seaton,
Mary.
Mary Beaton, Mary. What was it? There was Mary Seaton and Mary Beaton, Mary
Mary.
Carmichael.
Yeah, alright. Well, folks, I hope you have enjoyed the stuff tonight that we've been providing for you, but it is starting to get a little bit chilly here. I noticed the goosebumps are forming on your arms, Jack.
Yes.
Duncan, I see your nipples are sticking out like
Bullets.
That's not all that's sticking out.
So we're going to head over to the McFadgens. They have a curfew up here in Scotland, so we'll have to catch last orders. So will we do one more before we wrap up tonight? What do you think?
Yes, let me read out a couple of comments first. First of all, Craig, if you're still watching, did you get the CD I posted? And then Daniel Sunday says, now I just had to crank it up. Yes, do it. Lois Anna Kaminsky says, Mary Mac in Dirty Old Town, excellent combo. Really enjoying this. I'm glad you could join us. You should come along next Friday. And David Lee Smith says, I can't tell you how great you have added to this Friday.
Ah, cracking. Good news.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
It's good to be back playing again.
It is indeed.
So we change tuning and do the big rollicker.
Yes, I did, says Craig. Oh, nice one. Hope you think it turned out well. I did. I think it was awesome.
Everyone's giving it glittering reviews, by the way. If you don't have your copy already, head to bandcamp.gorms and you can pick it up there.
They say that most people who've heard the album have quite bad things to say about the bass playing in you know, the old albums. They much preferred the bass playing on that,
But apart from that, and you really, to even hear the bass, you'd have to have a sort of fancy speaker system.
we actually did a remix of it, like what's that Metallic album that's got like no bass in it at all, Justice for All. Anyway,
You better hope Chris Lyons isn't watching this one.
So one more about the brothers. I think that was the request.
Oh, that
Jack.
was right. Aye.
The brothers just after
brothers.
1746.
Two, three, four.
By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braids, where the sun beats down on the gloamin', where me and my true love spend many of our days, by the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. You'll take the high road and I'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland before you. For me and my true love will never meet again. By the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond, we'll meet where we started by yon shady glen, where the sun beats down on the Clommen, where me and my true love spend many of our days. By the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. You'll take the high road and I'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland before you. For me and my true love will never meet again. By the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. We could maybe just leave it there, could we? No, we better do the rollicker finish. By yon bonny banks, by yon bonny breeze, where the sun beats down on Perthorman, where me and my true love spend many of our days. By the bonny, bonny banks of Lomond. Hey! Hop, hop, and never hop, and never hoy and hop, hop, and never ho, and never hoy and hop, oh, and never hop, and never hoy and hop, oh, and never ho, and never hoy, and you'll take the high road, and I'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland before you. For me and my true love will never meet again. By the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Hey, smashing folks, I hope you've enjoyed the music tonight. We'll probably be back at the same time next Friday. Nothing better to do as musicians in Scotland, that's the way it goes these days. Not that I would rather be anywhere else, of course.
Just one last couple of comments here.
One last
two comments. Caroline Lee Smith says, thank you, have a brilliant week, see you next. Same to you. And Mark Johnson just sent us £50. Thank you so much,
Cheers,
Mark.
Mark.
That's absolutely amazing.
Always appreciate that support, Mark. Very kind of you again. Thank you, Anne.
Thanks very much. Caroline Lee Smith says, you're in great form. Thank you. Trisha D. Hall Newland says, bravo. And Ken Longfellow says, adios to all. Have a fine weekend.
Cheers.
Yes, agreed.
Take care, Ken.
Slancher. See you all next
Alright.
time.
Enjoy the rest of your week or weekend.
We'll see you soon, folks. Have a good night.
See you later. Bye.
Oh, let's get some high roads.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you set high road going, eh?
We've got to make sure we get the outro going.
Oh, it's getting cold out here, isn't it? Right chilly.
Shall hear your Duckland's Island played. You shall hear what is right and what is wrong. By the law, by the law. What is right and what is wrong. By the law. What is right and what is wrong. A short sword and a pond. A weaker man is strong. For to wrong, for to wrong. A weaker man is strong. For to wrong. It shall come its Friday. Lend an ear, lend an ear. It shall come its Friday. Lend an ear. It shall come its Friday. Your thoughts of a lovely. Your Duckland's Island you shall hear. You shall hear. Simon Blaine, you shall